Yo, what's up, Galileo? Have a good stream. Thanks, Cosmic. Thank you. Hello, hello. I'm still drinking coffee and waking up. Put Chatterino on here. That easy enough to read? I can't tell. I'm a dev. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Muggle? Hi, everybody. Women in STEM. Fucking yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, Spidey. All right, let me double check that this is readable. It's pretty bad. Okay, hold on. How do I make it more readable? What do I use for that? Is it JS? Yeah, it's all TypeScript, which is JavaScript with a layer over there, and Lua.
Team tits.
Thank you. What the heck? I should probably give this a background, huh? The chat filter. I mean, I could just take out the color key, I guess. Hey, thank you for the resubs. Hello, everyone. Your little Python boy. Python boy, Python boy. That's cool. Python's fun. How is Seattle? It's amazing. I want to live there. I want to live there. Yeah, it was incredible. We got really, really lucky. There was a week of, because it rains there all the time, right? It's always cloudy. There was a week of clouds and rain. The night we got there, it was finally clear that we could see a comet at night. We went to we stayed like right by this we were right by Cary Park, so we had a great view of the city and of the like bay. And yeah, the first night we got there, the clouds and everything in the sky cleared up and we could see a comet in the sky. And then the whole time, the whole trip we were there, it was sunny. We could see Mount Rainier. We could see all the islands. Like everywhere we went, it was just like, it didn't fucking rain at all. And then we left. It's raining today. We got home yesterday at like 4 or 5. And it rained overnight. Yeah.
Let's go, girls.
Hey, welcome in. Thank you for the follows. Thank you so much. How do I get the live or yeah, maybe a little favored by God, I guess. I don't know. We got very, very lucky. All right. I really want this, but I feel like it's too hard to read. Am I wrong? Like that's way too hard to read. Asa, hey, how you doing? Similarity. Okay, we'll just do this and I'll make it a little smaller. All right, well anyway. If only there's something existed like the Futurama Supreme Court where they brain link and deliberate, but for navigating, true, true. Danny, thanks to the 11 months. Holy shit. Please tell me there's going to be simultaneous editing. Yeah, Muggle, there will be. The MDT, yes. So, also Shaman, how is Seattle? I just talked about it a little bit. It was fucking amazing. If you want, you can check out what I said about. Actually, let me go into it a little more, okay? Before we continue. We went to the Space Needle. I was thinking it was going to be a tourist trap. It was fucking amazing. It was fucking amazing. We ate at the top, just chilled and let it spin around. It was so good. We took a ferry to Bainbridge Island, and we of course had clear skies for that as well. So it was beautiful. We could see Mount Rainier and the whole city skyline from the water. Why do you not show as streaming on Twitch? Do you get the special role? What? I don't know why. Snow, I was just talking in the dev chat. I don't know why it doesn't work. I don't know why it doesn't work. Like, Discord shows me as streaming. Do you have any ideas? Like, why doesn't it work? I have the PRP tag on my Twitch channel. Might have to reconnect it. Let me try. I'll try reconnecting it. You don't show as streaming at all for you. I have streamer mode on Discord. It doesn't for you either? What the fuck? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna reconnect Twitch on Discord. That's crazy. What the fuck? All right, hold on. All right, Twitch is connected. It says display on profile. And then streamer mode enabled. Because when I look at my name like in a server on the right hand side, it shows me as streaming. At least for me. But I'll trust you that it's not working. Then let me add the PRP tag just in case it doesn't. Okay, PRP. Go. What framework am I using? Like UX, UI? Not React. I mean, this is React, but you're asking me a different question. I'm using, I started with some fucking boilerplate. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. Hold on. Ba, 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 ba. Which UI library is the better question? So now, Snow, I'm so web developer pilled that when you're asking me that, the only answer I have is React. So are you asking like something specific to 5M? Oh, which UI library? I see what you're saying. Right. Nothing right now. Everything I've made so far is just I've just created it and styled it myself. I'm not using Kazar. I'm not using MUI. And until I actually need something, like if I need a date picker or something, I'm not gonna bother. Because like for a rich text field, I'll use it, but that's gonna rely really heavily on my implementation of the simultaneous editing. So Yeah, at the moment I'm not using any UI library. It's just all I don't know, I just doing shit. Chat. Well, okay, I know this is not a big deal and it's really not that hard to implement, but after playing on Onyx for like a year and not having the ability to reorganize the tabs, it was like the first thing I implemented. It's so fucking nice, dude. It's so nice. Holy fuck, chat. Holy fuck. Anyway, so today what we're gonna do is
Let's go, girls.
so what I want, chat, what I want, I'm not gonna do this for everything, but like these arrest reports and stuff on the old eMDT, I want to have a viewable version of these on the new one. So you won't be able to edit legacy stuff, but at the very least you'll be able to look at it and link it to new reports. Because we're gonna have I'm gonna create a new data model. Let me draw kind of the plan here, okay?
Let's go.
And I know the focus on this is gonna be very PD heavy, but I have intentions to make like an EMS and DOJ character, at least to shadow people and figure out what they need out of their MDT. But let me Flash meat is a rubber duck. Perfect. I'm gonna need that. Let me hold on, chat. I'll show you guys. Paint. Name is already in use. Well, that's perfect. Properties. All right, chat. The classic paint. So. Use a layer. All right, so the plan is all of the old reports will be viewable, but the data model, at least as it stands right now, doesn't support some of the things that I want to do. So I'm gonna end up creating like a little bit of a different data model. There's a lot of things that are gonna overlap. But for example, I want there to be a long list of these would be like witnesses and officer testimony. This is just your notes, like your main debrief. Here's everyone that's been all your suspects, charges. The exact like layout of this is obviously subject to change, but evidence. And then just as an example in this, so what you can't do today, chat, that is so fucking annoying. What you can't do today, chat, is have multiple people send up. It'd be actually really funny to just just have this button say send up. Yeah, chat, what I really want is just the ability to like create a fucking arrest report and have multiple suspects. 3 different pages for one incident do be wonky. Yeah, it's rough. Like, anytime we're arresting more than one person, it adds so much confusion and difficulty, especially when we want to go to a bench trial, because the judges really want all of this shit to be on one. Let go if they're served in place. Yeah, so I plan on kind of like eliminating that, and instead this is just gonna be a like time served. Any other information, there'll be like another, like a what's it called? Hold on. Be a little that's not thick enough. What am I trying to, I'm trying to draw a little, okay, how do I want a thick marker. How do I get a I'm not a paint pro like fucking Thor. Well, I want there be a little hamburger button here. This is a field for time served. 72. 50 months time served. A little hamburger over here with other options. Better make sure 40 people can fit. I'm not kidding. I saw the medical thing yesterday. Like the dude, I got home in time to join in on that, and I was like, nah. I you know, it was inspiration to finally start on this project, because I was like I want to get on duty, but I can't fucking imagine processing all of those people. I'll just work on the MDT that will make doing that easier. So I finally fucking started working on it. You waited like 90 minutes to get on because you didn't want to get involved. Yeah, Buggle, that's, yep. So anyway, chat, here's kind of the thought process on it. And then of course the idea is all of these, you'll see updates live as they happen. So, we'll, at the very least, chat, at the very least, the big note here is that this arrest report will be created before you send people to jail. That's like the first main difference, that once we have that going, that'll be cool. And then in the short term, like each of these individual I've never done this, chat. So anytime you go into a project, it's like kind of hard to know what you're capable of and what's possible, because some things end up being harder than you think. Anyway, yeah, the goal is to see things update live as other people are editing them. How long do you think this project is gonna take? That's a challenging question, because I stream actual roleplay, so like I'm not gonna be working on this constantly. I'm also starting a full-time job in November. But I'm telling people I wouldn't, like, I'm not putting a date on it, but I wouldn't expect it this year, to be honest. I'm just getting into it and the scope of the project is unclear. I have faith in you. Thanks, Runwild. Thank you. I mean, to be honest, I feel like we could, I don't want to, I'm not gonna, I have done this long enough to know not to give a fucking estimate. Yeah, anyway, so today, right? So yesterday what I did was I got this in game, actually, which is cool. I've never done any 5M development. I actually got this bitch in game. And then I set up a tab management system. And that's basically it. You can change pages, add a new tab, and then delete them. That's basically it. Really love the recent purple streams, by the way. Thank you, Panko. All right, so today's goals. You know what's a good idea, chat? Let's write down our goals, huh? Do. Okay, does this work? That didn't... Okay, nice. I am trying to show you what I'm working on, and my Stream Deck just does not give a fuck. Okay. Why? There we go. Okay, chat. So what I want to do is create a few viewable only pages that exist in the Legacy eMDT. So things like the dashboard page with actual data. So far, chat, I haven't pulled in any data. Also, is this readable for you all? I'm trying to make it big enough that you guys can see what I'm doing, but I'm not going to be able to code like this all the time. So create 2 to 3 viewable only versions of pages that exist in the Legacy eMDT with actual data from the database. I want to do an arrest report, chat. And then if we get to it, I want to do a character profile. I feel like if I do this, oops. I feel like if I do this, this will be a really successful day. I also kind of want to start investigating. Hold on. Hold on, chat. I know the name of it. I just gotta find... I have it on my laptop, chat. I have links to this shit. Because I already started looking at how to do it, but...
Let's go, girls.
Hey, thanks for all the follows, everybody. Really appreciate you. Okay. It's called...
Let's go, girls.
Let's go.
Hold on. There's different... There's 2 different...
Let's go, girls.
Let's go.
Operational transformation versus the RTD. Start investigating. Or simultaneous editing
Let's go,
We
girls.
making Google
Let's go.
Docs. Yo. Okay. So that's the goal. Let's go ahead and what's up, M? Happy to see you deving. Thank you. A new MDT from scratch. My interest is peaked. Yes, Metal. We are starting. Not really.
Let's go,
I mean,
girls.
we're starting
go.
over, but it's not from scratch. There's a lot of groundwork in terms of like 5M
Let's go,
bullshittery
girls.
that I don't know how to
Go.
do. Okay. I need to fucking turn off these. Okay, no more Wii Sports shit. Okay, I'm vibing to the smooth jazz. Thank you, Broken. Thanks for all the follows, everybody.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Okay. Okay. All right. It's from scratch and that I'm starting over, but I can pull a lot of stuff from what we've currently worked on. I wish I hadn't said anything. Guys, I hate you all. Okay. Anyway, so if we get this stuff done today, I'll be pretty happy. Because right now none of this has actual data. Also, Snow is telling me he doesn't want to release something that's very dev arty. So I don't disagree. I don't disagree, but hold on, Snow. Let me cook for a bit. God damn. Let me cook for a bit. Let me cook for a little. What the fuck? I have no clue what the MDT entails and what's already in. I would suggest find a medical character Pino. That's okay. So here's the old MDT. And then I just started yesterday. So anyway, all right, let's get cooking a little bit, huh? Let's get cooking just a little bit. We have our goals in mind. Need some pina colada. If I developed for hours to the pina colada song, I'd probably end up jumping out of my apartment. Okay, I'm thinking about how I want to do this, chat, because the development workflow is a lot easier when I can do it in the browser, and then I just occasionally check in game. So let's let me do something. All right.
Let's go, girls.
I'm also
Let's
being
go.
a little bit careful to make sure I don't show anything I shouldn't. Give me a sec. Thanks for all the follows, everybody. Oh shit, it's them. Hey, what's up? Any new features? We're just getting
Let's
kicked
go,
off.
girls.
Don't worry, girl.
Let's
Feel
go.
free to cook. I just felt like I better say that sooner rather than later. You're not wrong. Which, by the way, Snow, that is part of why,
Let's go,
like,
girls.
I don't know if you
Let's
saw in the
go.
dev chat yesterday, but I sent a video of what I worked on. And I'll be like regularly streaming it and sending updates so that if you're like, hey, this is definitely not the direction I want it to go, or whatever feedback you have. I prefer like quick feedback loops anyway, so. All right, let me show you guys the web page. Hold on. I did a few, like, there's a few things I did, chat, that, like, you know, I at least have a little bit of user experience in mind. Like this, I implemented it fading out, these buttons highlighting on hover. It's little things like this that go a long way to make it feel like an enriched user experience. This button highlighting when you're hovering over it, for example, I noticed that when I was dragging around these, see how it highlights briefly if you have it over? I just added a small delay, so if you're dragging things like this, it doesn't flash white a bunch. But it's short enough that you don't really notice the wait if you're going to close something. It's also clickable immediately. You don't have to like wait the 0.1 millisecond. I don't know quite how to describe what I mean for new permissions access, but something where people can control permissions beyond only the, yeah, Metal, there'll be more fine-grained permission. All right, we gotta get started. So let me show you. Let me show you what I'm working on. Hold on. Plus window capture, browser. I don't know if I should. Browser. No, not that. Window capture. Okay. And then I need to make it possible to show that on stream. Cool. All right. So this is primarily what I work in, chat. While
Let's go, girls.
Let's go.
primarily what I work in, chat. Can I not pop this out? Hello? Oh no, hold on. Where the fuck is... I usually use Chrome directly. Show console, blah, 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 blah. What if I don't want you on the dock?
Let's go, girls.
What if I want you
Let's go.
popped out? Well, chat, we might just be docked. I guess you can see what I'm doing. That's fine. Counter-Strike case sim. Sometimes I have it open up on stream. Also, look, we still have the Wheel of Freedom. So if somebody pleads guilty, we give them more time off. Very good. Okay. I hold on, chat. I need to learn how to use Opera. I'm fucking stupid. I mean, wouldn't they just have a button that's like, oh wait, hold on. Nice. They sure do. They sure do just have the button I was looking for. All right. Embed that into the eMDT. The fucking dev tools. All right. The wheel. All right. All right, hold on. I'm writing that down. I'm writing that down.
Let's go, girls.
Let's go.
That's fucking genius. That's actually fucking genius. All right. Yeah, so I'm not going to be showing you guys the code for like a lot of the day because I have to expand it way too much for you guys to be able to see what I'm doing, but you'll see glimpses of it. Do. Your lawyer character would not be amused. Can you code the leaderboards too to look like the WoW Arena leaderboard? Yeah, Papa, 100%. All right, hold on, let me write that down too. Yes, absolutely to that. Hold on.
You saw a girl.
Aw, Peach.
So much better.
Hi, love. I saw you were doing a cozy stream from the hospital. I hope you're like at least on the mend and doing better. Okay. Dial the rank 14 honor grind leaderboard. Like, wow. All right, Chad, we got it on there. It's on there. This is so good. Thank you for the raid. I really appreciate you. And I really, really hope you start feeling better. Can get discharged before too long.
Let's go, girls.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go, girls.
Let's
A
go.
way to add word indexing or something to allow people to search for cereals. Yeah, I can't even begin to worry about that right now, but yes. And I'll add aliases for people too.
Let's go, girls.
So we can add like if somebody is fucking known as Wingman or whatever, that'll be searchable. There's a way to do anything. Yeah, that's the reality, chat, is like you can do anything. Is this just the UI part not functional? Right now it's just like UI, but I mean, like, the intent is I will update the underlying data model to support whatever the fuck we need or whatever would be fun and helpful for people. So how much work you put in and how much knowledge you got? Exactly. All right. Now, I want their... I'm not gonna worry about it right now, but I like the way that this has like a border around. I need to see if that was done with like an SVG, like probably some kind of image in the back as the backdrop. I imagine it was. All right. So, cat. I think I need to drink more coffee. Did I top the leaderboard last week? I did like last week, but I haven't been here at all this week because I've been I spent a few days in Seattle. Okay. So chat, we really need hold on, I'll show you what I'm doing. I need to fucking tabs, change tab display. Hold on, I'm like wrap tabs. Yeah, there we go. I'm like a messy developer. I'll end up with like fucking 5 rows of tabs and shit, but I hate having to scroll. Like my mind, I only remember that I have something open if I can see it. If I have to scroll for it, I won't know where it's at. Cool. All right. Scrolling wouldn't be me. All right, let's see. And by chat. Okay, page level is not where this should go. Also, damn it, George. Guys, fun fact, did you know we are a top Google search result for 5M ERP server? Was seeing all of Labatt's SEO knowledge and like all the things he's learned about Purple. I'm not gonna lie, Snow, this server is very horny and I'm kind of here for it. I kind of love it. I mean, every RP server is, but I love that I love that there's room here for doctors to heal somebody by strip dancing. It's the first RP server in a long time, actually ever. It's the first RP server I feel like I'm actually in the Grand Theft Auto world. Like all the debauchery and fucking degeneracy included. It's great. True, you're a pole dancer now. All right, let's see. It here. Too far. I really need it to be like just the content. Which would be, I think, the app wrapper. Hold on. No, because that wouldn't include. Oh, I see. Okay, all right. There we go. Except not quite. That's fun that it's going outside of the content of the page. Why would you do that? Why would you go past the... Why would you go past the height of your container? What the fuck? Order. I don't really need to be doing this, but I just kind of wanted to see. A lot of what I do is just kind of fuck around and see if I can make something. And then I come back to it later. All right, let's see if I can figure out why this is happening. Okay, app wrapper is this thing. Really love and appreciate how the Purple devs take silly ideas like spin the wheel for time off thing. Yeah, me too. That's how it should be. I agree, Snow. I agree. All right. See, chat, this is why I'm always hesitant to stream my dev work, because the reality of development is that, like, I could spend, no joke, chat, I could spend an hour figuring out how to make this fucking line not go past the bottom here, okay? I could spend 2 hours trying to figure this out. And then for some reason, it'll take me 20 minutes to implement simultaneous editing. It's so fucking stupid. It's so fucking stupid. But yeah, you do also spend a lot of time just like, that's the same reason you don't. Yeah, but you know, the process is like, it's all over the place, you know. Sometimes things click and sometimes they don't, and sometimes it's tedious and like audio engineering. It, you know, it's like any problem solving really. It's just all right. And the thing that's funny too is I really don't need to do this at all. I've already acknowledged I don't need to do this, but now I want to. All right. Some sort of overflow. I mean, I just think setting the height to 100% is not quite the right approach. I anticipated, hold on, height 100% going outside parent. This is, why is a div of a parent when I use 100% height going beyond it? Yeah. Because the padding on the container is causing an overflow. Adding box sizing border box to your header container will fix the box sizing issue. That's the other thing too is, and it's actually, it's more helpful than anything, like having fellow developers in my chat to give me answers, but also I'm like, I get a little self-conscious. All right.
Let's go, girls.
Hey,
Let's
thanks
go.
for the follow. Okay, no shit. Okay. To use percent heights, the parent element must have an explicitly defined height. Or a percent height that can be traced back through parents to a defined height. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. All right, yeah, fair enough. Okay.
Team tits.
Is a viewport with a defined height? I do that. I mean the main viewport has a defined height. Parent has to be 100% of the height. Yeah. That makes sense. It's 100% of the height that it knows about. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna fuck around for a minute, not read chat. Also, something I'm gonna do for the sake of being able to see shit.
Let's go, girls.
Let's go.
There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna make it not fade out for now. While we're working. Thanks for the follow. Also, Voltic, thank you for the Prime. Really appreciate you. Okay. Yeah, so it's correctly sized. It's just not accounting for the size of the tab manager that's also here. So it's basically just the tab manager that's pushing it down, and then which actually, okay, cool. Wait, that's this is easy to height minus height of tab manager. I've got a different idea that can, hold on. Because what we might be able to do is just like let it flex properly. Yeah, there we go. That's all you have to do. Just display flex direction column on the on the app wrapper. Cool. All right, chat, we did it. Nice. How nice does that look, huh? Sheesh. We'll have to solve. I knew this was gonna happen, but we'll just solve for the fact that the width here gets expanded when the content extends a little bit. That's okay. Worry about that later. Cool. Easy peasy. And that should be a little more elegant than trying to do like math on a. I've learned over the years.
Let's go.
The hard lesson very, very many times that trying to like force CSS to do something instead of just using Flexbox is headache inducing. All right, cool. Let's try to get actual data on this, huh, chat? So all right. So I can hot reload kind of in game. So like you said, this obviously the changes aren't in here because now we're in game. I just have to restart a resource. Give it a sec. Wait, why is this not starting? The fuck? Oh. Boom. It's not perfect, but a cool feature of the tabs can be dragging it off the MDT onto another player to send the tab. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy. You know what's cool too is like, here, hold on, I'll show you something. Look at this, chat. So I put in certain restrictions, right? But this can like I can make these draggable to anywhere. That's a fucking wild idea. That's fucking crazy. I'm probably not going to do that, even though that's insane. I'll write it down because I'd like the challenge of trying to implement it. But you'll be able to share a report with people. So if I want you to have it, I'll share it, and then you'll be able to go to like a notifications tab and see like anything you've been shared with. Sounds like a nightmare feature from the dev side. You know what's weird about development, Rainford, is things that seem simple can be extraordinarily hard, and things that seem hard can actually be really simple. You just don't know how to do it yet. It might actually be fucking dummy easy to like, all you're doing is underneath it figuring out where the cursor is and if it overlaps with like a player object, and then when you let go, it fires off a NUI event. Anyway, all right. Let's see if we can get some data in here, huh? Also, I need to drink more coffee.
Let's go, girls.
Let's go.
To eliminate the what's report number. Yeah, definitely. Also, all the different kinds of... Here, I guess I'll kind of walk through some of my thinking. All of these different things, I think they're gonna, at least in some way, go away. So they will all just be reports. But you'll be able to tag them as an investigation, tag them as a BOLO, whatever. So then when you go here and you want to look at BOLOs, any report tagged as a BOLO will show up here. Any report tagged as a warrant will show up here. And warrant tags will depend on if anyone in the, like, here, I'll show you the I'll be honest, like the fucking the way you mark warrants on Onyx is, it's literally perfect. Why is this not? God damn it. Did I close out of paint? I did not. How would it show? Paint?
Let's go, girls.
Let's go.
Oh, it has to be, okay. So like you'll be able to mark a person as a warrant, whatever, from here. And then that will flag the report overall as like a warrant. Thank God. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, the different concepts here of whatever the fuck all of these are, that's going to be going away in favor of everything is just a report. And then when you tag something as like a warrant, a couple fields might pop up. Which should simplify a lot of simplify a lot of the code. There will be a way less duplication. Is this going to be a full redesign rewrite? Yes. Yeah, I'm starting from scratch basically. The only thing that I'm going to pull from is like a lot of the SQL, a lot of the current SQL. So, okay. I keep trying to say we're starting on this. We're going to actually start on this. So what I want to do, chat, is this arrest report. This arrest report right here. I want to show this in the new MDT. Okay. Because my goal is, I don't want there to be like oh my God, we're not going to have 30,000 reports anymore. They're all going away panic. I want some of the most important stuff that exists today to still be viewable. It just will no longer be able to update them. I'm not going to make them all like, you won't be able to go back and like update shit, but at least you'll be able to read them and link them to newer reports. So step 1 is trying to 1K line SQL migration time. Yeah, no, I'm not planning on doing that shit. But yeah, my goal is I want to make this readable, but in the new MDT today. And if I can do that, that's pretty cool. So we're gonna re-implement this. Yeah, we're gonna re-implement this basically. I took a look at the underlying data a little bit this morning before I started stream. But anyway, a couple things need to happen to be able to view this. I need this view, right? I need to look at like a list of reports. Which, by the way, chat, again, when I'm talking about like, oh, the concept of warrants, bolas, investigations is going away, it'll just be a search and you can type in various fields, and also there will be a little drop down of flags. So if all you want is bolos, you just put a checkbox on bolos and now that's all that shows up. And obviously like the dashboard and stuff, we can update this to like by default show kind of a list of warrants and bolos, whatever we want to do. OP really did it again. Sorting versus separating. Checkbox flags, so you can show bolos and warrants at the same time. Yeah, you'll be able to check a bunch of different things. MDT is going to be awesome. Don't say that yet. Don't say that till it's done. All right. No pressure. Well, you know, the other thing too is it's like the MDT today is functional, and so I don't feel like a rush or anything.
Let's go, girls.
I like
go.
this house. This is nice. Wait, where'd it go? House? House? Is it this one? Yeah. Can I integrate the warrant sound from Star Trek? Yes. Yes, sure. Yeah. You know what I could do? I could have a settings page where you can upload your own sound, but we're not gonna worry about that right now. All right. So, chat, we need a search. We need a search. And for right now, to keep shit simple, I think we're just gonna make, because right now I have a bunch of dummy data, right? Like this is all just fake. Or we just have the default page be, should I do the dashboard first? I kind of want to just do the dashboard. Maybe I'll do that. I wonder how the fuck that's... I don't want to do a rich text editor, actually.
Let's go, girls.
Let's go.
I'll just leave that, and then what do we need? We need, okay, I see. Okay, all right. We need just like a nav bar and a router. Yeah. Okay.
I'm team tits, baby.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna get
With
her
the
a
5
huge
gifted.
Yeah. How big?
Z's. Penta, Z's.
Z's. Penta, Z's. Thank you so fucking much for the 5 gifted. Appreciate you. All right. You. I need to look up, because what we're gonna have, normally you have like a single app router, and I kind of want to I need to have multiple. Will the dashboard just be information or multiple functions? It'll have a... Like, take this with a grain of salt, because it's not implemented, but, I guess, I can, hold on. I'm gonna show you paint. Do. So what am I making? An eMDT. All right. So it'll have a message of the day area. This will be editable by you know, lieutenants and whatever, captains. Like what we have currently today. And then this will be like, this will be recent warrants and follows. And then this will be a tab I mean, this will be dedicated to Mike Block. So either warrants on this side and bolos here, or I was thinking like announcements, investigations, etc. Not just an update, but an overhaul. Yeah. Yeah, the current MDT, no, will tell anyone, is a little rough. Like the code is like ancient. No, it's just it's bad. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, the MDT does a lot, like, you know, it does the job, but to make updates to it is a challenge. I would consider the entire thing technical debt, and anyway, yeah, this is kind of what I want the dashboard to be. I guess I could wait, we could make this. I guess we could make this and we'll just do dummy data, like a shitty. Okay, let's do this next. We'll just make a yeah, let's do this. Okay. Do. Hold on, I need where's my Stream Deck app? Other source visibility thing. Purple do paint. Okay. Alright, chat, time to actually implement some shit. So I want there to be a page for the different kind, or a folder for the different kind of pages that we're gonna make. I guess I can show you the process a little bit, huh? Let's pull something that's really simple. We'll probably end up styling it. It's already hurting your brain. That's okay. Don't even worry about it. Yeah, we'll just do simple content.
Let's go, girls.
Let's go.
Can't remember. I think it's just direction, but anyway. Looking at coding from scratch can be a huge headache, but once you understand what's happening, it gets easy. Yeah, it's also, you know, the saying, it's like cliche, but Rome wasn't built in a day. Like, it's the idea that, you know, it happens by placing each block. And if it seems overwhelming, you need to take a look at it and say, well, what can I do? Like, what would take me 2 hours to do? What would take me a day to do? Then you just work on that. And then a day later, you're like, holy fuck, look at that. That's done. Because rebuilding this MDT is a daunting task. If I expected to have it done in 2 days, I'd be delusional. All right. So one of the things that all pages will have, one of the things that all pages will have is some kind of nav bar. So we'll probably end up replacing this eventually with an actual component from a library, but for now we'll just make our own shitty one. Yeah, I'll probably need to do. Also, this will get reorganized eventually, chat. Nav bar props, nav bar, class name. Kind of like it as one word. Content, don't eat it. What would be in this? I don't actually think
Let's go,
right
girls.
now there will be anything. Let's actually, so this will be similar to the tab. Let's go ahead and create a nav bar. By the way, chat, can you read this or does it need to be bigger? Like, does it need to be like this? 10% bigger? This shit is huge for me. But all right, it's fine. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. All right, I'm going back. This is bearable. Any bigger and I'm losing my fucking mind. So one thing that we want is a nav item. Go ahead and fucking do the boilerplate. I at this point should probably just make a thing that has the boilerplate ready, but whatever. Page nav bar. Okay, and I actually don't want this.
Let's go, girls.
At all.
Let's go.
These are going to be predetermined. This is nice. This is predetermined with probably some optionally showing or hiding based on flags and whatnot. But what, like, We'll redefine this list later, but like what nav items do we want? We want like home. And actually this should be an array of arrays because, and not just an array of an arrays, but because we want it to be a drop down. Like some of these might be a drop down. So like, hold on, let me look. Yeah, in fact, almost all of them will be. An array of objects. Yeah, I mean, that's probably what we'll go for. Because typically what I like to do, chat, is I'll do like, I'll do this. Where... it'll be like, I just gotta look, hold on, let me look in game. Home, dashboard, notes, personnel, roster. Citizen database, people, vehicles, organizations.
Team tits.
You just have to let me cook a little bit. I heard you got this gig the other day. Since then, I knew you could do this stuff, but damn. Thank you, Mitty. Also, wait, holy shit, thanks for 6 months of tier 2, you legend. Appreciate you. Hour late to the stream. Is the new MDT done yet? Yep, it's ready to go. Yep. It's yep. Go M, go. Hi, Bacon. All right. So, I want to
Let's go, girls.
Let's
be able
go.
to map through this shit. And then I guess we'll just do it. We'll do it this way. We'll not be too fucking fancy and try to use keys as a fucking thing. I wanted to be a little fancy, but this is way more verbose. And it's usually good to make code readable instead of clever. Doing well, finishing up my move, packing a day outside of a court case for Franklin. Yes. I hope your move goes smoothly, Bacon. All right, nav items. Why am I not using home? All right, how we looking? I could just hide it, chat, but hold on. Oh right, I haven't rendered any of this yet. Okay. All right, hold on. I forgot I haven't rendered any of this. This is like my first dev stream. Also, where could should I move? I'm gonna move chat over here. And then I'm gonna put this here. That's better. I like that. And then this needs to go underneath.
Let's go, girls.
That needs to go underneath.
Go.
This can go back up to like this. Kat, do we like it kind of being below the notification? I feel like it makes it too small. Do you know the artist Najibi? I don't know how to say that, but no, I don't. I don't. What about streaming a second monitor on a different channel? Honestly, Minnie, that's fucking genius. That's actually fucking genius. Wait, you just figured out the meta for dev streaming. All right. Let's, for the sake of, hold on. Okay. Let's show our nav bar. Does it have any required props? I don't think it needs content. I'm gonna get rid of this for now. Cool. Look, chat. We have our stuff. Okay. It's done. It's yep. Uh-huh. That's exactly how I want it to look too. Yes. Yes, chat. Yes. Literally finished. The eMDT is done, guys. Don't worry, guys. The eMDT is done. We really did it.
Let's go, girls.
It's that easy,
go.
chat. It really is.
Let's
all
go,
right.
girls.
Let's go.
So now what we do is we fuck around.
Let's go, girls.
Let's go.
You didn't know I was the dev. Yes. My stuff's overrated. Can we just make the MDT a terminal interface? Yeah. Yeah, it'll be like, we'll do like, Lethal Company where you have to just type everything. Call it MDOS. Oh, I see. Okay, I want to add another. Add one more. Criminal records. Let's just call it. Prisoners, criminal records, penal code. Okay. You know, Polsky, one of the things I was thinking of is, you know, Penta wants to do like the quota audit and stuff. I can literally just make a page for that to see. I know he likes kind of going through each individual person, but I could just make a thing to see, like, you know, I'll just pull the last 10 citations someone's been the primary on. And if it's less than 10, I'll make the fucking page red. I'll put an alert at the top that says has not met quota. A big thumbs down. Yeah, sounds great. I love that. That way it's easier to do. Because right now it's kind of a pain in the ass. All right. Now let's.
Let's go, girls.
Let's go.
Hey, thanks for all the follows, everybody. Appreciate you. Heard there was an MDT stream. Yes, there is. Welcome in. I am working on remaking the dashboard at the moment. Which is actually kind of starting with creating the nav bar. So actually what we're doing is making a nav bar. And you might be saying, M, why would you make a nav bar? They already exist. And you're right. And I usually almost always use things that are pre-built. But I'm taking a stab at this one for my own personal enjoyment. What stack am I going to use? This is all like React. Why use pre-build when you can make maximum effort? Yeah, 100% custom. I mean, for example, right, like this drag and drop functionality, I used something called D&D kit, drag and drop kit. It's relatively lightweight, provides exactly what you need for it. And I cannot be asked to fucking implement this for the 20th time in my life. I've done it enough, chat. I've fucking done it enough. Okay, I'm over doing that. All right. So what were we doing? I lost my train of thought. Oh right, we were making this shit not look totally bad. Okay. I think what I need to do is that. And actually let's do that and add a little bit of padding. And then we can add, actually, I don't even think I want, I can do a smaller minimum. Do I even need a minimum width? We could probably just handle this with padding. Yeah, I like that. Cool. Home citizen database. Now, when you click on one of these, I want the drop down to show. So I'll show you guys the code again. Let's add an on click. All right. I enjoy TypeScript is like really nice up until I have to write out definitions for shit that's like native native to like browsers and React. Like I don't want to, there's probably, I only very recently started using TypeScript. There's probably a very easy way to like say,
Let's
yeah,
go,
what I
girls.
want here is basically a React event. But for right now, I'm gonna just leave it. I'm just curious, but what's the meaning behind your name, Emstrogen? So my name is Amelia, and a lot of people call me Em or Emmy, and I wanted a pun with the word estrogen. Yeah, that's it. Good question. All right. So now let's click it, and you won't be able to see, but I'll be able to. Yay! All right. I got little console logs that say nav item clicked. So what we can do is,
Let's go, girls.
Let's go.
thanks for the follows. Thank you, everybody. On click, handle click. So each of these, what they should have is a show drop down. And let me think about how I want to do this. Actually, let's just call this show options to be consistent. Gonna have its own on click for when one of the pieces is clicked. Okay, so a user clicks on a thing. I want to make sure that the right item shows. I'm trying to decide if I want like trying to decide if I want, I don't really want the nav item itself to decide if it's showing, just because I'll end up like multiple will show. Actually, let me check something. Yeah, okay. And I want this to be pretty stupid, just presentational. You want someone to make a female mic block pad? Michelle Block. Michelle Block. Paul, I was fucking dying when Strippin's crim went down and Nicotine, like the overseer, immediately was like was going to render aid, but made sure if she was like, but do you have insurance? That bit will never stop being funny to me. You gotta check insurance and bill them first. All right. Let me drink some more coffee. I think I might just be cooked right now. Have a little bit of this thing I've been snacking on. All right. So what this needs to do is just tell it needs to send a little thing that says, hey, I'm the thing that got clicked on. I got it, chat. Which I think is part of why initially I was gonna key these things. Like, this is why I like doing this sometimes. where this whole object would be keyed. Like this. Because then it's very easy to be like, just send the key up and then now I know everything. These headers will be unique, so I could use them. I have a lot of control over what these are. It's not user-created content, so I should be able to use a header. Which actually is just this. I'm gonna rename a little more specific. Little more specific. Cold brew chug. I really do need to get some cold brew at home. I'm looking forward to like when I have a full-time job and can afford to like can afford to have all the luxuries I used to have before I started streaming full-time and was broke for a year. Like I'm gonna miss this a lot. You know, all the time to just follow my dreams and passions, but
Let's go, girls.
Let's go.
life is expensive, chat. And when I want coffee, you know, I don't always want to have to brew it. So I'm gonna work for a while and pay off my student loans and save up a bunch of money. I live in Washington now too, so health insurance will cover some of the surgeries I want. It'll be good. Get a remote job and cut down on travel time. I've got a full remote job lined up. I just don't start for a couple weeks. Team Tits. Hi, Labatt. The superior tax heaven. True. True. Fuck living in Texas for me. For me personally, I'm sure it's a great place to live for a lot of people. But for me, it's not safe. Devil working 2 monitors, 2 sort. Yeah, there you go, Cheddar Ross.
Team Tits.
Kira, what the heck? Thank you for the 8 months. Oh, B. I love you too. Thanks for the 10.
Team Tits.
All right, show options. So handle click now gets the header that it's doing. Which I'm overthinking this. I'm overthinking this. I'm way overthinking this. Hold on. Wombo combo. Yeah, thank you both for the tier 1s. I fucking love you guys. So here's what I'm thinking, chat. There's a couple ways we can do this. We could have the nav bar like know which one of these has like a thing open, or we could just make the nav item a wrapper where it has a header and the options, and when it's clicked on it shows its own options, and when it's clicked away from it just automatically hides it. I feel like that's gonna end up being simpler and less state to manage. So let's try that route first, which actually means we can get rid of both of those. Header. Options. show options on click. We don't need that. Options is a string array. We can handle the click here. We don't need to send it anything. So then we've got the two. We've got a, okay, here's what we do. Let's put this in a div. Let's call this nav item wrapper, nav item header. Cool, and then we'll do another div. This will be our, these will be our options. Class name, nav item options. Yeah, this is definitely the better. I'm glad, okay, I'm glad I rethought how I was doing this a little bit because this is way fucking cleaner. Estrogen hacks into, yeah, you got, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Chat. I'm not actually gonna do this, okay? Because this would be mega fucked up. Alright? This would be like a new level of meta. But there's this encounter where you have to find 50 mosaics of a frog around the map. And yesterday I was like, you know what? I was like, I could look up the chords for all of them. I was like, I am never gonna find all those unless streamer estrogen banned for metagaming as, oh yeah, as the monkeys. Yeah, the monkeys, not the frogs. IGN walkthrough win. True. Yeah, it's all the monkeys. That's giga meta, isn't it? Yeah. I was like, I wonder where all those fuckers are. All right. Nav item options. Yeah, we don't have anything in there right now. But what I want to do is which I might actually, because I made this a component, I might delete, let's just delete these for now. We'll just handle it all in nav item until it gets complicated enough that we want to move it out. TypeScript file dog. Yes. That makes PurpleRP walkthroughs on every encounter. Oh shit. I've been waiting for the day that somebody makes like a purple guide. You know, a purple quest guide. It's bound to happen, Chad. There's gonna be a channel on YouTube that's like purple quest guide. Probably already exists. Yeah, maybe I just haven't found it. Oh, here, Chad, I can show you like what's happening. Look. You can kind of see what's going on. I need to figure out, I don't think I'm currently rendering them as, yeah, I'm just showing them as like a list here. So what I need to do is options, dot map, option, div, option. There we go. And I don't even think I need any of that shit. Cool. I think I want the text to be left aligned. Okay. And actually, oops. It's getting something from a parent, so we'll I think let's do this actually. I'm being silly. Nav item wrapper. Do that. And I don't need this or that. I think something else I want to do is I kind of want these to be display like relative. Yeah, I forgot. I use this shit so rarely. Make a trigger that despawns the last items on the guides list when it registers the sequence of the guide. That's fucking awesome. Just try some shit. Yep. Okay, nice. That's looking good. I also want it to... I don't want... Like, for example, I want this to not impact the overall wrapper thing. And I can't remember if you have to make it absolute for that to happen. Nearest position ancestor. Try it, yeah. Because I think I want it to be relative to the parent, but I want it to just be like over the fucking top. Don't make it absolute, that fucks the scaling. That's what I thought too. I'll figure it out. Because part of what I have to be careful of, right, is like, I still want these to be clickable, right? So I can't make them I can't make this area have no space. Like, it still has to be in the DOM. It just needs to sit, like, on the surface. I feel like you just do fucking absolute for that. Let's fuck around with it. Yeah. Hi, Moon. Thank you for this. You're welcome. It'll get better. Actually, your hero. Here, look at this. Here's some plans, Mootin. Look at this. Just ship that. Push. Yeah, can you imagine being able to have like multiple suspects on the same report? And when people are editing, you can see changes happening. That's the goal. And I'm gonna have old reports viewable as well. So we're not gonna lose. The goal is to not lose all 30,000 reports that we've already done. They'll still be viewable and linkable. You just won't be able to update them. That's the current plan. Anyway, back to implementing the dashboard. Please let us search guns by serial number. Yep, that's on the list. Actually, let me explicitly put that on the list. Hold on. But you came in late, Mootin, so I have to style the rank 14 honor grind leaderboard like World of Warcraft first, okay? So all right, so that'll happen. This will happen eventually, but obviously priorities. Okay. So
Team tits.
aw, thanks to the Prime Moon. Well, that sure had a fucking peculiar outcome, didn't it? Oh, right. Right, because I forgot. Okay. Position, what the fuck did I do before? Hold on. Position, absolute relative, left. Ah, okay, hold on. That's funny. See, what I want is I want to just shove it over a little bit. Hold on. But it's doing it from what I think I need is I need like a parent, like the main options, and then one inside like nav item options parent. Child. A lot of CSS problems are solved by having two divs.
Go.
Real and true. Okay. So we make this relative. Yeah, see, there you go. So now what it's saying is I want the options to be absolutely positioned. And I want the children inside to be relative to this div. Now you're probably thinking, that looks like shit. Well, yeah, of course it does. They're all showing. So just hold on. Just wait. All right. So now the item will have an on click. And then it's gonna have const show options. Show options. Use state. Okay, now whenever we click, let's just, I don't even think we need to do anything fancy. Like we don't even need a callback. Let's just say let's show options. Let's do it in here. Getting a little long, so let's clean her up a little. Okay. Well, did I put it on the wrong? Bye, chat. Stand by. Okay, I have a feeling this is fucking, hold on. Which language is this mostly in? It's all JavaScript with like TypeScript as a type like enforcement thing on top of it, and then Lua. So just mostly like JavaScript and Lua. There we go. Okay. Each child on the list should have a unique key prop. You're so right. And these will never change, so we can just use the index. I can't remember. Been a bit, little rusty. Hold on. App. There we go. Gotcha. Am I even in the right ballpark in terms of program types? Let me see. You should have a 1 million chance that someone drops their MDT and it cracks the screen. Okay, that's... I love that. Hold on. That's great. That's fantastic. Thank you. This is a program Nicotine uses to take notes. I don't know. This is VS Code. I don't know what she uses. She might use you might use Notion or something else. I don't know. I have no idea. All right. Where were we? Adding a key for these. Okay, now I don't think this is actually ever... I can't remember. There's some fucking stupid... hold on. It'll click. All right. Nice. Okay, chat. Now, I want to make it so that when you click away, what did you do? I think it's called on blur. On blue. On blur. Try to keep my tabs to one line. I feel like the more tabs I have, the more I'm being pulled in different directions.
Let's go.
I'm like the most chaotic developer ever. I will have just a million tabs open. There's probably something I'm forgetting about React where calling a set state from within render directly is like... I bet if I looked, the state's updating, but it's not triggering a re-render. Oh, that was something else I wanted to do. I don't want there to be... There we go. The other thing it could be is this is just on the wrong piece of this. It might need... loosely on, or Okay, so it's just not even triggering. Which might have something to do with our positioning stuff. Divs don't receive focus on click, so blur can't trigger. That would make sense, yeah. Well, what I could do then is manually set the
Let's go,
focus.
girls.
Actual
Let's
dose
go.
in chat, true. All right, give me a sec. I'm gonna drink some coffee and water.
Let's go, girls.
Let's go.
69. 69 is a good number. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. 69. All right. So okay, here's what we can do, chat. There's a fun little, first off, I love you, second, fuck you for the bit. Oh no, I didn't know.
Phoenixes!
Winters.
Yeah.
I'm
How big?
so sorry. I don't know why I didn't make the fucking connection. Holy shit. I would have said a lower number. I'm so I'm fucking sorry. I'm fucking sorry, Winters, but thank you. Oh my god, we're off the page. Hold on. Oh my god, we made it over 1,000 for the first time in months. Thank you. By the way, chat, I'm planning on running back my subathon. Because I was sick as fuck for the first like 2/3 of it. I'm just gonna take like the total time of the entire thing and run it back. What if we did that shit again? Yeah, so that'll be the starting time will just be like the full amount that everyone got the subathon to. Aw, thank you, Winters. That was so fucking, that's really generous. I appreciate you so fucking much. You upgraded your internet? Huge. All right, now chat, check this out. They don't want you to know you can do this. Tab index. 0.
Let's go, girls.
Let's go.
Okay, so now when this renders, oh, wait, wait, hold on.
Let's go, girls.
Let's go.
Hold on. Fuck. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. This is supposed to make the... Oh, it is working. It's actually working. Hold on. It is actually working. Stand by. Yes. 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 We did it. I always thought it'd be cool if the MDT could take pictures directly for evidence. Holy shit. Wait, you're a genius. Hold on. That's a good idea. That's a really, really good idea. All right. Look at that, chat. We got a little nav bar going. Huge. Hi. Hey Chris, thanks for the raid. Thank you. Cool. Very nice. Very, very nice. We did it. So now... Oh, that's so good. Fuck, that's so good. I think I want it to fade in. So let's do that. Here are our options. So we'll do the parent. I can't remember. I always have to look this shit up. Not on hover. Did this somewhere else. Hold on. Oh, I did do it on hover. I think there's one that's like focus. You can do like focus. Opacity 100%. Opacity 0%. When you say transition duration, we'll try 1 second for now. I guess this isn't, the parent isn't really the focus either, is it? So that's why it's not happening. What we could do, actually, you're just hovering, not focusing. Well, let's okay, I kind of like that. But what I'm hoping, what I really want is here's what we'll do. Just test. Hold on. Give me the code, dog. I can finish this in like 2 minutes. All right, I'm sending it your way. Oh, it's you now. You got this. All right. Well, it's clearly adding it because the opacity is at 100%, but the transition's not there, and the transition's probably not working because it's just adding the class. It's not a identifier like this. You need it to be like a specialization. However, there's like there's like animation or something. I mean, like there's a different one that's like, hold on. Oh yeah, you can just do this. Hold on. You just use keyframes and shit. I don't know if I want to do that though. You like do fade in and shit. That help me pressure Snow into having Gorgeous George randomly rip a car door off when he gets in a car. I saw that suggestion before, and I want that to be real so bad. But Snow's working on some important stuff right now. Maybe a timing thing, setting transition on the toggle class instead of the base class. Yeah, that would make sense. Well, but this is the... I'll figure it out. I just need a minute. I think what you have to do, you can just do like do shit like this, I think, and then do. Do I have access to any data? Yes. Like no live data. Nothing on the live dev server. Or like on the prod server. And to be honest, I don't even know if I would want it. I added the dot and the class name in my markup. You right? Okay, still not right. Or there's like, don't you do like shit like this? I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I'll figure it out eventually. It's one of those things where CSS just sometimes clicks and sometimes I'm a fucking moron. I think you need some reports later on so you can make sure old reports still work. Yeah, so I've talked about the plan a little bit with chat. And the plan is that like old reports like this right here, these will still be viewable. It's just, I'm gonna, to facilitate this, to facilitate what I want to do with like arrest reports and everything, it's gonna require a new data model. So old reports, I'm not gonna implement the ability to update and edit them because that just sounds like a pain in the ass, at least not initially. But they'll at least be viewable. I'll have like a read-only experience, so anything that's created today, you'll still be able to look at, link to, etc. Yeah. Anyway. I think I might be overcomplicating this. And I think I can literally just do like... I think I can just do the transition in the main thing.
Let's go, girls.
Let's go.
Hold on. Dude. Who would ever do that on purpose? Right. Right, no one, of course. Oh, oh, Dingo! If I got paid, you know, if I finish this and Snow wants to pull me in full time or, you know, send me a bonus, I'll be happy with it. But I offered to do stuff for free.
Let's go, girls.
Let's go.
I love that I'm spending time doing quite literally the fucking most useless thing ever. This is not necessary. Does he check your work? Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be like code reviews and stuff. But I mean, what I'm creating cannot possibly be worse than like code-wise, I don't think it could possibly be worse than what existed before. 250 viewers is impressive for coding streams. You know, people are interested in this sort of thing, an eMDT rewrite. I'm sure as I stream more and more of this, that'll lessen, but CSS transition, fade in. Okay. All right, let's just, hey, you know what? Hey. There's no way that hold on. I think part of the issue is so the component is rendered for the first time. It's not like it's already there. So there isn't really an opportunity for it to transition from anything. Which is why what you need to do, I think, is like either always have it display and just change whether it's hidden or not. Or alternatively, not give a fuck and come back to this later. Helps that Snow announced that M was working on it in the Discord. True. Massive for a number of people. It'll take time though. It's not going to be done overnight. Okay. Get fucking fired, LOA. Get fired for not putting in an LOA and not hitting quota. But sir, I was cranking away at the MDT. I need to get a linter installed. Helping Kelly with the IT department. Exactly. and then I'll say, what quota? Open your MDT. He's like, what did you do? What did you do? It'll show Tessa with like 1,000 citations done. You fell for my trap card. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we move this. Okay. Hold on, chat. I'm cooking. I'm thinking we move this. But technically this is always showing. Okay. So the children are always there. At least like the child is, whatever. And then can't remember. Let's figure this out. Hover capacity 1. Animation delay. 1 second. We'll get this. We'll figure it out. Remember if the order matters. No. Okay. Okay, focus. Got timed out for sending a stack blitz link. Oh. What you think you're trying to... Okay, hold on. I'm looking. Oh, nice.
Hydrate, you bastard!
Hydrate. I do need to drink some water, thank you. Yeah, I can do a keyframe. For fuck's sake, I can do... Okay. Alright. Alright, fine. I'll just fucking do the keyframe. Fine. I don't know why I'm so resistant to it. Okay, I'll just do the fucking keyframe and call it a day. Hold on. Go. Am I being a silly goose? What the fuck am I doing? New. All that work, chat. Yes. Yes. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some more water. It's such a simple keyframe that it's fine. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're right. You're right. Then we get fade out. No. We're quick fading out. Because it makes it feel snappier. Aha. Cool. You're back, chat. Okay, so chat, we spent the last couple hours implementing a basic nav bar for each page, and it's basically done, apart from maybe a little styling and stuff. But the reason we did this is so that we can go to the dashboard. So that's why we're here. That's why we did it. So now we need to figure out the app router shit. So a page.
Let's go, girls.
A page is gonna
Let's
need like I can't remember if it's, hold on, let me look up React router. Picking a router. Well, your app will only use a single router. Several are available depending on the environment your app's running in. 'Cause I need like, I kind of need a router for each page. Like for each tab, I mean. But it, conceptually, I don't think it needs to be a different router. It's just... New eMDT? Yes. Yes. We're working on it. Okay. Doing some research right now, chat. I mean, I've got a few options. Here, chat. Let me show you what I'm reading. Hold on. So, you know, nested routes are a powerful feature. While most people think React only routes a user from page to page, it allows one to exchange specific fragments of the view based on the current route. You might have multiple tabs to navigate. By clicking these tabs, the URL in the browser will change, but instead of replacing the entire page, only the content of the tab gets replaced. See, that's kind of what I'm going for. Do I want to see... It'll be a little interesting because I think in this example, these tabs are like a unique thing that will... They're like profile and account aren't exactly dynamic. So what I may have to do is here, instead of having like home and user, these routes, if it's possible, might need to be dynamically created. So there will be like a list of routes that kind of map to whatever tabs open, and the path will be like the key of the tab. Can you dynamically add routes? Yeah, you can. Nice. All right. Well, we take a stab at this. We can take a stab at this. Let's read a little more. Nested routes. We'll continue working on the user component. Initiate a new set of links. See, and this is what we need, like, in our code. This option needs to have like a link to. So if, for example, if you click on dashboard, you need to go to like the dashboard route, which this data object will change. It's very simple right now for the sake of presentation, but these options will very likely end up having like title, link. It'll very likely end up looking something like this. So we have the presentational thing and then the route that it'll go to. But we'll worry about that in a little bit. We've got some groundwork to lay out. I'm gonna drink more water. Absolute paths, yeah. You can define them elsewhere. Relative paths, because the user component sits in the user route, the link component can display their parent. Yeah, duh. Some of this is very basic, but we would get stranded. Cool. We didn't map. Cool. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so they're nesting it. That's straightforward. To be honest, we're probably not going to do any nested routes because I am viewing the I'm viewing the MDT, like all of these different kinds of pages as like their own thing. Maybe that I didn't explain that very well, but what I'm trying to say is there's like probably 15 different types of pages that we'll need to show. And realistically, they're all just like, it's just it's the presentation of how you render the page. The actual route, each route is just gonna correspond to a tab that's open. So we're not gonna, we won't have anything nested. It's just gonna be like a fuckload of these routes where each path is whatever the name of the tab is. And then these links just specify what kind of page to render on that tab. Yeah, okay. All right, thank you. Chat, you've been a good rubber duck. Thank you. You've been a good rubber duck. Okay, the route components map to blah, blah, blah. Get that a lot. There's no profile, no account matching. Dynamic. Ooh, here we go. In the next example, we'll start from a clean slate. This time we do not want to render static ones, but dynamic ones for showing the user who has the identifier 1 and therefore matches this route. So we'll adjust to multi-user users. You're a bunny tonight, though. I hope you have fun at whatever party you're going to. Hi, Scallion. Good to see you. Let's start by initializing a list of items. The list is just a sample data, but it could be fetched in React. Okay. Yeah, see, chat, this is what I'm talking about here. Path users. Even this is not quite what I have in mind. I think the use case that we have is unique. So let's just see what we can do. I like having this as like a little example. Just as some documentation. Let's start with the simplest form of this. And then I need to think about where this is going. Like, is it gonna be in the app? Is it gonna be in the tab manager? I think it's gotta be in the app because that's where page is. And typically your app router is sort of in the outer layer. Typically. All right. Oh. App wrapper. I think it'll go like here. Wait, I require content for this? Sure. Let's send it some default. Oh, fuck that. I want the dashboard. I don't want it to need anything right now. Let's keep it simple while we're setting this up. Page. Why did that just cause that to be a fucking problem? Is it because... Okay, hold on. What if I made that... TypeScript. You gotta love TypeScript. Has this just been here for a bit? Hold on. Page content. Okay, I probably did not just cause this. String or undefined is not assignable to type string, right? Because it may not find something. So... I mean, fuck it. We could just make this optional. Don't really care. Doesn't really need to have something. And then we'll go back to I don't want this to have anything. Sorry guys, I thought I was showing you code and I'm not. Have I not installed React? Oh, okay. I forgot that that doesn't just come log standard. Used routes may only be used in the context of a router.
Let's go, girls.
Let's go.
Hey, thanks for the follow. Oh, also, hold on. In chat, for any of you, just a heads up, okay, for any of you that do like a little bit of, you know, if you're getting into React and web development, in React, when you have a list of items, they need a key so that React can like discern the difference and know which items in that list to re-render. And it's okay.
Let's go.
It's okay when you're going through a list of items to use the index as the key if you know that the order of that array is not going to change. However, if you're going to be editing or altering the array, like removing items, adding items, changing the order, then you need to have a key that's like properly unique and not just an array index. Just a heads up. Do. Thanks for working on the new MDT for us all. You're welcome. I'm selfishly doing this for me. I need a fucking MDT that's a little easier to use. Okay, why am I... Used routes may only be used in context of a router. Did I not wrap this with a router? Okay, I need a router. So I made the Discord bot saying no way I was going to be posting. Yep. I'm going to do is create a browser router, configure the first route. Okay. Fuck is visibility provider? Populate is currently set to apply a... I should double check. Hold on. See if there's a router anywhere. Okay, no. There isn't. Give me a little bit, chat. There we go. Okay, now we got to figure out something. All right, so we show the app. This shows a page. And then shows the route stuff. And really what I want to do is kind of move this line, be handled by the routes, I guess. So instead of dashboard, route index. Okay. This is one of those moments where I gotta sit and think for a bit. Because page is supposed to be kind of a generic thing. And then underneath that, we have like report, right? Like this would be like some kind of report page. And then we have another one for like profile. So what we want is for the page be able to flex, and here we want it to be like, okay, so content, we want like a type. And it should be required. So it needs to be told like, what type of page am I? And then I'm sure there's a really clean way of doing this. I mean, I guess I can. How do I do a fucking switch statement these days? Hold on. Do TypeScript, switch. Switch statement. Okay. See, chat. I feel like this is kind of what I want to do. Then it becomes really obvious, like, what's getting rendered. It's kind of handled in one spot. And then this gives us report. I'll be used as a JSX component. The fuck? Get rid of some of these for now. I don't have the CSS made for them. Type. String. Okay. Then we need a default. Which, let's just for now, I think I want it to be the dashboard, but for now, let's just have it be a thing that says new tab. No page type specified. Okay. Do. Please say you will be yeah, Buster, if it didn't already get answered, yes. That is the goal. That is actually the main reason. Like one of the primary drivers for doing all this work. Okay, so we have a little thing that sets up what we're gonna show. So let's say, okay, I'm gonna think about this again. I'm gonna fucking page. The thing is, the type of page is gonna change. Depending on what they click to nav to. Which again, I think I'm kind of, in a way, I'm worried I'm building an anti-pattern with the React router, because what you would typically do is you would just have a router that would basically be like, hey, when you're at /page, or when you're at /dashboard, you would just render dashboard, right? Like you would, this is the typical pattern. Oops, hold on. So really what we want to do, okay, I'm getting, my mind is wrapping around this a bit more. So we want to do page, for the type is dashboard. That's what we want to render. Okay, getting there. Cool. So at least we have a router set up. But now what it's gonna do is it doesn't give a shit what we click on. Because again, you have to remember this is for the whole app. So now this is determining what's rendering. What we were doing before is we had our tab manager handling it, and it'd figure out like, hey, what's currently focused. Yeah, Dooley, working on it. we're at a point. We're at a complicated point. So once I solve for this problem, we'll be making more progress again. Gotta figure out how I want there to be like sub routers.
Let's go, girls.
Let's go.
I think so, follow. Okay. Gonna show the thing while I'm working on while I'm thinking through this shit. Actually, I might give my brain a quick little break. Sometimes it's good to just fuck around for a minute. While you're there, can we get another dot? Yeah, sure, Pisazu. going over BMPD quota and you haven't hit quota yet. All right, listen up. I've been working with Kelly on some IT stuff, so I'm gonna need a pass on the quota for a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna be needing a pass for a little bit. All I hear is excuses. That's fucking crazy that you would. Wow. Wow. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. So that's. Okay. That's insane. That's insane. It's like you're not even trying. Wow. All right, content. What do I actually want to pass down? Where'd the music go? There it is. Beat Kelly speedrun? I want to. That looked fun. What am I doing? Page. No. App. Content. Kind of want to just send the whole thing. Like. I just want to send this whole thing. Title, content, ID. Can I just send the whole page? Page. ID title string. Can't remember how to do this. I feel like object. I'm so fucking. Hold on. Oh wait, right. Hold on. Didn't I define this up above? Hold on. Nope. Let's just call this. What do we call this? We called it page. And we could export this interface. Because the dashboard We get a preview of what you got so far? In a sec. Shouldn't that be OIS set eclipse? Hold on. Do we send the page down? Hold on, just trust me, chat. Yeah, okay, something got fucky. Let's see where I fucked this up. All right, so page equals is probably where it's happening. Let's do this. Hold on. We go down to page. I mean, this is just passing in an object, and then this is just literally sending it straight across down to the dashboard. So kind of has to be this. Find usually returns the object. What I don't understand exactly is I mean, eventually this won't fucking matter anyway because we'll just get the data from the database, which is actually, we're getting close to finally doing the fucking goal of today. Ah, right. Okay, so it's not getting to the dashboard properly. Good to know. So this. Am I being a goober? Hold on. Because what I think is happening is I need to pass them down separately, and I'm passing them down like a fucking... I'm passing them down like this, and what I need to be doing is like spelling it out like title, whatever. I don't want to do that though. Then I need to update this, make it clear that I don't want... I want it like this. And then this is this page. There we go. There we go, chat. Holy fuck. Okay. That's fun. Okay. So I'll read title. It's because we deleted a page and it's still deleted a page from the data. So for example, when we close out a page, we delete that. It'll close tab. See, we filter it out. What we need to do is make sure that a different page is being rendered already. But it seems that that's not happening. Like this line doesn't work or something. So what I should be able to do, chat, is click close here. And it focuses to this first tab, and that's not happening. So which is odd because whenever we click on a tab, we do the same thing, right? We send in the ID, then we send in the tab. That gets set as like the focused page ID, and then that's what shows. I wonder if this is like has no value. What is this? I'm probably just... No, it has a value. It's peculiar because this is definitely setting the focused ID. Like I could, here, let's do this. The focused ID. Never actually updates it. I know you can't see the console log, but I'm seeing the focus and it's not changing. The set focused page ID. This page ID. I should use like breakpoints and shit, but chat, I cannot be fucked. Yeah, I'm not sure why it just won't fucking update it. This function just seems to be doing absolutely fucking nothing. Page ID. Take the name. That focus page ID. Little tab click. I have a feeling this is one of those like one of those stupid things where I just can't call. That's what it is. I can't. It's just never calling this fucking hook because this isn't happening within the for fuck's sake. I mean, this is working though, but is this actually a hook? I don't get chat. I don't understand why this works and this doesn't. Page ID. Because for example, like, you know, if I close this, what it should be doing is automatically setting this to the focused page ID. I can switch to that tab myself and it works. For some reason, does the dragging around thing mess with things? I don't think so. It shouldn't for this specifically. So handle close tab is 8MC. And then I click over here and that's 8MC. So when I click on this, I'm calling. Okay. It's got to be something stupid. It usually is in these scenarios. It's usually something pretty stupid. Gotta be something stupid? Yeah. I just thought I'd fucking see what a different number is. Yeah. Okay. That's interesting. Thinking it's moving around and isn't re-indexing. Well, so they all have unique keys. I know you can't see it, but they're assigned unique keys. The ID is like a UID. So, and the fact that like changing like this works even, you know, like I can reorganize shit and it keeps track of, you know what I mean? So the tabbing I don't think is an issue. Hard to say though. Pages. Focus page ID. What's the error? It's not really an error so much as like, so right now, right, I'm on a tab. If I close it, what should happen is gun stolen, this very first one in the list gets focused. And for whatever reason, that's not happening. Like right now, a function gets called. Every time I click on it, every time I click on a closed tab, this gets called. And what it should be doing is setting the focused page ID to the ID of this first tab. But for whatever reason, this is getting called with the correct value. But then when I read it out, it's not actually updated. It's all done React. Yes. Yes, it is. Changes array, I take it as array of open. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. And for example, like this works, right? So we create a new page. Yo, Killian, thanks for the 10 months. Also, hi. So this here, when we create a new page, right? We could be anywhere. See how it automatically like updates? Wherever you are, it doesn't matter. You click new, it focuses on this page. But for some reason, tab manager. The close does nothing. Oh, it definitely does stuff. Like it removes the page from the list of shit, which is why I'd really like to focus the user away from it. Getting flashbacks from work here. Just weird because it's like it's not getting called. Let's do something else. Hold on. That focus page. Go here. When in doubt, add 3 dozen console logs and accurate. Okay, one sec. I need to get rid of some of them. Get rid of some of these fucking tabs. Okay. All right. So we're updating everything, which is cool. Then here we're logging our focused page ID and it never changes. It's always the same. I'm gonna log out the list of pages as well. Okay, so I see we've got 4 in there and it currently is focused on number 4, the one for the bolo. When we add a new tab, the focus page updates to the ID of yeah, okay. Cool. So that's all fine, well and dandy. So then I'm wondering if it's just because I'm trying to call it from here and if I should like Can you change the focus page before you close the tab? That's what I'm trying to do, but I have a feeling this is one of those really stupid fucking React things where like moving this out of the render fixes the problem. Or instead I could just move this function up to the one above it and just call it with parameters instead of, I think what's happening is I'm trying to call a set state from outside of the owner of it. It's just one of those stupid React things. It's been, since I haven't like worked for a year, I've forgotten some of these like oddball things. Like, I bet if I moved handle close tab, well, hold on, but tab click works in here. See, this is the perplexing bit. Why the fuck does this work? Why does this work, but this doesn't? It's pissing me off. You know? Pissing me off. Small gotchas are catastrophic, yeah. Like, I can clearly change fucking tabs by calling set focus page ID.
Let's go, girls.
Let's go.
Thanks for the follow. The like underscore ID? No, it's just dot ID. I guess I could show you the dev tools. It's just not setting it. Let me look. Oh wait, I might have just, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Wait, I don't understand. What in the fuck? Glad we don't use React to work these headaches. What do you use instead? Because I feel like I occasionally bump into these things, but over time I've gotten better with it, and I can't imagine like going back to... I just can't imagine going back. Every front-end framework sucks in its own way. Yeah, true. Okay. Just do Ember and Backbone. You'll take React over it any day. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree. Well, this is one of those things where I think this is one of those things where if I got up and I took a walk for half an hour and I just stepped away from my computer, the problem would solve itself. Like I would just realize what's happening. Like part of it is I kind of wonder if it's something to do with like, hold on. Hey, what's up, JCP? Hi. All right, yeah, chat. Let's see. I've been live 4 hours. I've not eaten today. I might go live later for more dev, or maybe I'll go RP. I don't know, but I think I want to go get some food. And usually, when I take a little break from these things, it becomes pretty obvious what the problem is. So I'm gonna go step away. Thank you for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for making a dev stream my first one ever. So special. Yeah, cool. A walk always helps. True. Let's see. You all prefer to go to, you know what? Let me send you over to another purple dev. Go say hi. I've never raided them before. Cool. They're doing clothing development. All right, chat. I'll see ya. I'll see you later. Goodbye. I love you all. Bye, chat. I love you.